Korey Smith hooked home an injury-time winner to give Bristol City one of the greatest nights in their history. The crowd could not contain themselves at the end, with many invading the pitch after the Championship side had overhauled the 20 times champions and holders of the Carabao Cup. Korey Smith scored a stunning last-minute half-volley to send Bristol City into the semi-final. It put them into the semi-finals of this competition for the first time in their history. Manager Lee Johnson was depicted as Superman on the front cover of a special program for last night. It was a ball boy that nearly took flight as the winner went in, and he spun the young lad round in the air. What a moment for a manager who was literally hounded out of his home with his family for his own safety last season as they narrowly avoided relegation. Young Bristol City fan cannot believe his side are through to the semi-final. Bristol City fans storm the pitch in celebration after the historic win. Bristol City stars rushed to the corner to celebrate their winning goal with fans. Josh Brownhill is hoisted up by celebrating Bristol City fans. Police restrain overexcited fans after they storm the pitch. Bristol City manager Lee Johnson masterminded a 2-1 win over Manchester United. Bristol City players, staff and fans pitch invade after historic Manchester United victory in Carabao Cup. Wanted posters went up around town calling for him to go. Chairman Steve Lansdowne stood by him, and his faith has been restored in spectacular fashion. The third-placed club could yet enjoy promotion to the Premier League this season too. Their Carabao Cup run to this stage saw them dispense of 3 Premier League teams up to this stage in Watford, Stoke, and Crystal Palace. Now this. The winning moment in injury time saw sub Matty Taylor chip the ball into the area and Smith chest it down, turn and bounce a shot through Sergio Romero's legs. When you looked at the two sides, it seemed there could be only one winner, but City had other ideas. Last night was Zlatan Ibrahimovic's first start since his horror knee injury in April against Anderlecht. Paul Pogba was back after his 3-game ban for a sending-off at Arsenal, and there was that Luke Shaw bloke again. Bristol City took the lead through Joe Bryan's 51st minute screamer. Bristol City celebrate taking the lead against Manchester United. It was a good contest in the first half, with City by no means looking overawed by the occasion in front of their first full house since Ashton Gate was redeveloped. The home fans were making plenty of noise after just 5 minutes as well, when a Josh Brownhill free kick had to be punched over the bar by Sergio Romero. United responded when Anthony Martial crossed to the far post at the other end, finding Ibra, but his shot hit the goalkeeper and went up onto the bar. The visitors would hit the woodwork again in the 21st minute when Marcus Rashford moved the ball to his right and released a low curling shot from 20 yards out. Paul Pogba made another reckless tackle on the same day he was back from his 3-match ban. Paul Pogba was lucky not to have been sent off for this tackle on Marlon Pack. The ball beat Luke Steele but came back off the inside of his left hand upright. This was United's best period of the first half, and when Pogba powered down the middle and released one of his thunderbolts, the ball curled just wide. This was the good from Pogba, but shortly after we also saw the bad. Given he was just back from a costly 3-match ban, his high foot on Marlon Pack, intentional or not, was not wise and could have earned another red. He got away with it. Bristol City players celebrate cup victory against Manchester United and find out they'll face Manchester City next. Bristol City fans were certainly feeling the Christmas spirit. City came back, and Jorge Magnusson's stinging half-volley from distance was well saved by Romero. Bobby Reed was proving a real handful for the United defence on his own up front, and when his clever flick gave Smith a clear shot from 8 yards, the stadium began to rise in anticipation. It would be the United fans behind the goal cheering in appreciation, however, when Daley Blind executed a superb last-ditch tackle. Zlatan Ibrahimovic drew Manchester United level with his free kick. Manchester United captain Zlatan Ibrahimovic celebrates his goal against Bristol City. Big hitters Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Paul Pogba were back for Manchester United. City kept up the high standards they had set in the first period at the opening of the second and took the lead with a stunning goal on 51 minutes. The turn and through ball from Pack was majestic, but the finish was something else as Joe Bryan powered an angled shot into the far top corner. The place went berserk, but the celebrations would go quiet just 7 minutes later. Korey Smith scored a stunning last-minute half-volley to send Bristol City into the semi-final. Korey Smith downed Manchester United with this last-minute winner. Manchester United defender Victor Lindelof looks dejected after Bristol City's late winner. Korey Smith throws himself to the floor in celebration after sending Bristol City into the semi-final. It had not been a stunning return from Ibra, but you can't keep him out the action. After Pogba had been bundled over just outside the area, the big Swede stepped up and curled a low free kick around the wall and through the despairing dive of steel. Ibra would soon be replaced by Romelu Lukaku, who almost grabbed the winner. Pogba supplied the cross, Lukaku the flick header and Steele the fingertip save. The late drama, however, would belong to Bristol City on an incredible night at Ashton Gate.